I'm Kyle Justin. In case you don't know who I am, so that's me. And you'd think I'd start off with something like the Angry Video Game Nerd song, but I'm not. Do something a little different. This song's about going to a video game store and buying your new favorite video game. Should have given myself some music. So, can you hear that? Good enough? We don't do sound checks here. Sound checks. Screw sound checks. So this song's about going to the video game store, buying your new favorite video game. Let's see if we get this guy a little closer. When you go to the video game store and you see that wall of video games, and they got the one you want in stock, the one that you adore, yeah, yeah. Something inside you says, ooh, wee, gonna take this home and get sexy. So you go home and you put on your favorite sweatpants, the ones with the cheese doodle stain right on your crotch. And you get your big gulp. I don't know if they sell those anymore, but we'll say they do. And you gulp it, 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 gulp it. And now it's just you and it alone. And you peel that wrapper off so slowly. You caress it, you touch it gently, you do things with it that you can only do alone. And you stick it in your console. You're gonna need privacy. But now it's 3 months later, and you got bored. You beat that game 3 times before. So what do you do when you're bored? Does anybody know? You introduce, you call for, you say, hey, come over here, Mr. Angry Video Game Nerd. May I present to you Mr. James Rolfe. May I present to you Mr. James Rolfe. Come on, James. I want to see you Rolfe it. I want to see you Rolfe it. Rolfe it.
All right.
We're making up verbs. Yeah, we're making up verbs. And Rolfing it apparently means to sit down. So good job on Rolfing it. This is Mr. James Rolfe. He likes his video games kinda old. He likes them retro. Doesn't want a game that you need to upload. But why does it have to be so long? You know what I'm talking about. That fucking code.
What were they thinking? Well, hey, how you doing? Let's just take some questions. Yeah, so where should we go? Just raise your hand. Hey, right over there. Oh, good. Actually, I just posted a update. If you look it up, it's called the December 2013 update. It was posted like a couple days before New Year's. So real recent. We finished shooting. Yeah, finally. Yes. That's the price of practical effects. But luckily, we've been in the post-production phase at the same time. So it's been like production and post-production at the same time. Now it's just post-production. So that's going to make things a lot easier. So there's going to be a lot of progress this winter. Right there. Yeah. Yeah.
You have like a
No,
spreadsheet, right?
Like spreadsheet.
It's all calculated out. Graphs and charts and
Had a
line
cursor.
graphs.
Well, there actually are like sites that do that, where you type in a word and then it like does something else. But everything I did was just off the top of my head, because I would go if it feels natural, say it. Like if it just comes to your mind, just say it. But I don't know what's left though. I think I've said everything by now. So yeah. Hey. Sure. The statement was, I would like to give you a hug. Okay, hey, what you got? Sure. That's more for him, but yeah. I guess,
Sure,
yeah.
we
You want him to do it?
We can do it, yeah.
All right. That's all we do. We just do it, whatever you want here. We're just
Gonna take you back. Okay, thank you. He's gonna take you back to the past to play some shitty games that suck ass. A buffalo, take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. When you want the whole thing or just a piece of it? You stop clapping. The whole thing?
yeah, go for it. I haven't heard the whole thing in a while.
All right. When you turn on your TV, make sure it's tuned to Channel 3. He's got a nerdy shirt and a pocket pouch, although I've never seen him write anything down. He's got a power glove and a filthy mouth, armed with his... There are 3 people singing. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard, and I was one of them. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. He plays the worst games of all time, horrible abominations of mankind. They make him so mad he could spit or say cowabunga.
Cow a fucking piece of dog shit.
They rip him, don't care one bit. But this nerdy doesn't forget it. Why can't a turtle swim? Why can't I land the plane? They got a quick buck for this shitload of fuck. The characters' names are wrong. Why's the password so long? Why don't the weapons do anything? The sad part, he's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. The game sucks so bad he makes up his own words. He's the angriest, most pissed off gaming nerd. He's the angry Atari, Amiga, CDI, ColecoVision, and Television, Sega, Neo Geo, TurboGrafx 16, Odyssey, 3DO, Commodore, Nintendo nerd. He's the angry video video game nerd.
Cool. Awesome. All right, what do you got? Game that I think is shit, but still love to play anyway. Sure, but it's not all the way shit. Like something that's really shitty that I enjoy playing.
Just like half.
Yeah.
Just a half a piece of shit.
Just
Just a half of a piece.
Yeah.
So it's like an eighth.
Yeah, exactly. Because a piece of shit is. I don't know. I think. Oh, I don't know. I don't have a good answer to that. I know I do. I just have to think about it. Sonic 06 was not fun in any way. It was not. Yeah, all right. Hey, right here, yeah. Mhm. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Yeah, I hope so. The more Monster Vision, Monster Madness, but always like a tribute to Monster Vision, because about 20 years ago was the biggest year for Monster Vision for me. '93 was when it was like, that was when I first remember watching it and everything, and a lot of those old marathons, you know, that's what, you know, that was how to see movies. You just had to get lucky that they come on TV. And that they're you go through the TV guide every week hoping that there's some good horror movies on, but usually there wasn't. And then every now and then, like Saturday night, there's a Monster Vision marathon, yes! And then most of the movies suck, but still, you know, it's like, you know. Yeah, like a console I haven't done yet, you know. You mean like with the nerd, like branching out to other like things we haven't done with the nerd yet. Yeah, we hope to, like I've always wanted to do TurboGrafx 16 or something like that. But a lot of times it's like I just can't, I want to find a game that's right for the episode. I want it to make a good episode, and a lot of times it's like, it doesn't really, like I got to find a game that works out really good for that. And a lot of times we started doing them as the James and Mike videos, where it's like, okay, this might not make a nerd video, but hey, let's just play it, and then it's real. Then it's just like, look, this is us just playing the game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to bring the bullshit back. So I'm hoping this year definitely. This year I want to see some more Board James episodes, some more bullshit episodes, as well as a nerd. So I'd like to have them all going on, but you know how it is. How when it's like I get so busy working on one thing, then it's like all the other things. It's hard to do them all at the same time, but I do want to do more of those. Yeah. Mm. Oh, it's the nerd's kryptonite. It's like it's his most it's the nerd's most hated game. Even though that's one part where you'd have a separation between me and the character, you know. But most of the time, it's like, if you ask me really what's the game I hate the most, it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And this guy's got a cane right here. Have you ever killed a bee with it at least? Right down here, yeah. Favorite Nintendo and Super Nintendo game? Nintendo would be Super C, probably Super Contra. Super NES, Link to the Past. Yeah, it's really cool. They finally made a sequel to that game, like a direct sequel after all these years. Link Between Worlds, really cool game. Yeah. Hey.
What gave you the idea for that whole Dream Phone episode?
Let's see, the whole Dream Phone episode, it was just like trying to make a parody of the whole genre of phone movies. So I just watched a bunch of those phone movies, you know, where like somebody's calling the phone, but it's never actually the phone. I wanted to do, what would it be like if it was actually the phone that was trying to kill the person? And the game's called Dream Phone. I mean, it should, the phone should, the game should have been called Dream Guy, because it's like they're trying to, you know, figure out which guy likes them or whatever, but it's called Dream Phone. So I was like, well, what if it's the phone that actually has a crush on him and it's like trying to kill him? So, and he's just trying to get killed by a pink phone. You never expect a pink phone to be killing somebody. So that's really what it's about, just trying to do things that no one would expect. Yeah. Hey. All right, let's see. Who's got the most interesting thing up in the air right now? I guess, I don't know. Look at all these things. All right, I see the first beer bottle here, right? And there's two of them, but either one. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I know your character, you said, likes Roller Rock. What kind of shots does he do?
Oh, what kind of shots would the nerd do? He'd be doing some kind of whiskey. Yeah. I'd be doing scotch, I guess, but yeah, that's what I'd say he'd be drinking. Yeah. The Super NES. What do I think of the new Godzilla preview? I think it's very promising. It looks like the American Godzilla that we hoped we would have got before but didn't. So it's a chance to, you know, introduce them to American audiences. I still wish it was made by Toho, and I wish that it was a guy in a suit, but still, I think this is it looks like it'll probably be a great, you know, modern take on it, and I think it's great that finally, after 10 years, and end on its 60th anniversary, the King of the Monsters is back. Hey, what you got? Sometimes, yeah. I honestly don't get enough time to do that as much as I'd like to. Yeah, I mean, probably who I've seen the most is probably Nostalgia Critic, but from time to time I'll try to get to see others. But you know, like, I don't get time to watch as much as I do. I would love to just take like a year off and just watch everything else. But you know. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be a while, but when she does, then you know, that'll be interesting. Like, what will I be thinking of it at that point? Like, 'cause then I'll be older too. So I'm like, well, I'm sure it'll still be, you know, it's not going away. It's a great thing. I'm glad it all happened. Let's see. There's this boot way down here. One of the nerd's secret guilty pleasures. Yeah, besides mixing swearing and... Huh. Secret, I don't know, maybe he actually likes playing with dog turds, for real. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. Squid right here.
So, I have two things.
Mm-hmm.
How's your family life doing right now?
Oh, it's a lot of work, but it's good, yeah. Yeah, she... Mm-hmm.
Can I get a selfie and a hug?
Okay. I didn't even know what a selfie was till like a week ago.
Come on, get your phone working. This is annoying. It's okay. James, there are like 300 other people in the audience. What the heck are you doing over there?
Oh, do I prefer dubs over subs? When did I say that? The nerd or? Oh, okay. I don't remember how I said it, but in some movies, like usually, like if it's more like a drama or something, you know, you probably want subs. But either way, it'll take something out of it. Because like with dubs, it's more if you're watching something that has some kind of humorous value to it. But like with subs, I always find that I'm missing the characters' expressions. I'm actually kind of trying to read ahead of their delivery so that I could read it and then look at them. Read, then look at them. But I'm always kind of ahead. I'm not really, I don't know the language, but I'm just listening to the inflection and everything. But I always feel like I wish I just knew the language. That would be the only way to really, appreciate the acting as much. So it just depends on the movie, really. I'm trying to remember which. Yeah, with the Power Glove, of course. Yeah. It's like if you match not to take all the mystery out of it, but there is a way to do it. If you match up certain numbers, you just have to know the right altitude and the right speed or whatever, and then once you get that, then it's like you can land it pretty much every time when you know what you're doing.
So you're used to using equipment in your basement/home.
Yeah.
That's not as expensive as the stuff that you use in the movie, like the cameras and all that stuff. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of.
So was there a learning curve? Was there
Like technical stuff.
technical learning curve?
No, not really, because we had a really great crew, so it wasn't really like, we were able to do everything we needed with it. There wasn't any we were fortunate not to have many technical issues, except we had a pretty frequent problem with generators, though, because every location we were at, we had a generator for the electricity, and everybody used this. Like the wardrobe people used it for like cleaning the clothing. The catering used it to cook the food. The lighting, obviously for all the lights and everything we used was all that. Even like people who were capturing footage as we were going, were all hooked into that. And again and again, it would go out. We would get lucky for a while, but then like on a couple pretty important days, it went out, and that delayed shooting for a while. And that really sucked, especially when you're out in like the middle of nowhere with it. So, yeah. Lloyd Kaufman in the Toxic Crusaders episode, he was awesome. He saw the trailer for the Nerd movie, and we started getting in touch, and we were talking, and then we went up there to do that interview with Lloyd, and that was at the Troma building. But then another day he came down here, and it worked out pretty good because he had a meeting that was in Philadelphia, and we picked him up and we brought him over. We filmed the episode, and we knew that we didn't have to write much for him because we know he's Lloyd Kaufman, so he's going to come up with all kinds of spontaneous stuff. So he was awesome, yeah.
And where did your hair go?
Oh, where'd the hair go? Can you? Well, the Shippick, I hope so. The hair one, can you answer that one?
We
Tune?
don't know. With the song? Yeah, we could. Well, the song doesn't really.
Well, the song at least it
gives us an idea.
more maybe some speculation of where it went, but
So I'm about to play a very realistic song for you. This is very serious.
very realistic. Yeah.
So, all the critics, it said, these are the legends of two scrotum guns brothers. Their names were walnuts and raisins. It's a tale about war, love, betrayal, and demise. And it started 'cause they had hair like Oprah Winfrey. They wore mesh shirts, stonewashed jeans, and used lots of Aquanet. Oh. Where did their hair go? 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 Walnuts could shoot his load 3 miles high. Pink leotard tanks want to get with this guy. It was the 80s and big hair was the thing, while walnuts was thick and luscious. Raisins' hair was thinning, jealous and distraught. They say raisins got duct tape and ripped all walnuts' hair off. Oh, 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 oh. Where did the hair go? 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 I remember when these scrotum guns were young. The pink tanks always made love to the scrotum guns. They rubbed their scrotes against everyone. But now their balls hang so low, are so hairless and slow, and I wrinkle. Raisin set off to kill the Akari warrior and made a mixed tape for his girl. Meanwhile, Walnuts sported a mohawk and rubbed the boobies of Raisins, made squeeze. Raisins vowed retaliation, knocked him out with the Rubik's Cube. Had him breakdance in parachute pants, listen to hours of Milli Vanilli with a Sony Walkman till his hair fell out. But the truth we may never know. Where did the hair go?
Awesome. Hey, right there. Yep, you. Oh, okay. You could, well, yeah, go for it. You, black hat. It doesn't matter. Right? Whoever wants to stand up. Pac-Man. No, that's what I was pointing, but that's all right.
What do you think about the fact that the game has ET demo?
Oh, they have ET playable. The ET. Yeah. All the way right here, the shoe.
Someone wanted to ask you this at Magfest 9.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah, the Scott Pilgrim movie.
How do you really feel about that?
I liked it. That's the short answer. Yeah, I liked it. Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The cat. I believe it's a cat. Or no, that wasn't. No one's asking a question there. Mario 3.
Yeah, I was curious, what's the history between you and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Like, when did you get it, and did you know it was bad before you got it?
Yeah, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde was probably. You know how you rent a game or you get a game, for Christmas or whatever as a kid, and you accept it for what it is because that's all you got. But then years later, you look back and realize it's crap. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde was probably the first game where I knew right then and there it was crap, and that it wasn't even playable for more than 5 minutes, and that was a rental. It was a rental, and it was just like a waste. And I couldn't believe how bad it was, and that still goes on to this day. That I just can't believe it. Right there.
Recently, you've been revisiting games. Is there any game you consider revisiting that you haven't?
A game to revisit that I feel like I have unsolved, unfinished business with. Yeah. At this point, I caught up with most of the main ones, like most of the ones I wanted, that I felt like I didn't do a good enough job before, or I didn't. Maybe not that it was a good enough job. I just wasn't like there's more to say about it, So I went back, like I did it with the Back to the Future and the Ninja Turtles game. So, no, off the top of my head, I think I got around to all of them. So yeah. All right, someone's holding up a nerd photo. How about that one? Yeah.
So I love the Godzilla-thon that you did. I watched Godzilla growing up. I also watch a lot of James Bond. Do you think you could do like a James Bond-a-thon?
I'd like to, yeah, a Bondathon. Yeah, I've always wanted to, yeah. Yeah, it would take a long time, too. What's it like to collect games? When did I start collecting games? I mean, when I started collecting them like the way I do now, where I'm just filling walls with games, that started with the nerd. That wouldn't have been, because like most of those games are donations. People just send me shitty games and say, hey, you know, here you go. I don't want this. Get it off my hands. so I basically take shitty games off of people's hands. That's when it really started with the collecting, and you know, before that it was just you know, a small corner in a room with some games, and then, you know, a few consoles, but not that much. But yeah, so now that I have a web show going for it, then that becomes part of the thing to collect more. So Madden, how many Madden games are there? There's like Madden 93, Madden 94, Madden 95, Madden 96, Madden 97, Madden 98, Madden 99, Madden 2000, Madden 2001, Madden 2003, Madden... Who the fuck is John Madden anyway? He doesn't even look like an athlete. What is it with football? Football! I hope I got as close to that as possible, yeah. The shoe. Oh God, I think I remember the Shinobi one being okay, like it playable. Yeah. Okay. The pizza box.
What was the one game that you looked forward to that when it actually came out, you were just disgusted by it, but you thought it was going to be good before it came out?
Like thought it was going to be good, and then.
When it came out, it was just really bad.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. A game I thought was going to be good, but it turned out to be really crappy. Well, you know, I didn't know about Sonic 06 till later, but that's a good question, really. I don't know, because I mean, I can remember like sequels to games that I might have been a little disappointed with, but not any that I thought were bad. Like, I remember Mortal Kombat 3. I mean, I thought it was a good game, but it wasn't like, I thought Mortal Kombat 2 was so awesome that it was hard to follow. So a lot of games, I think, have that problem, where it might just be hard to follow. Hey. Oh, yeah, go for it. What you got? I can't guarantee that, but we'll see what happens with the time and everything. Or do you just want to go now? Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to remember. You want to be the last person to ask a question?
Playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I actually found out that the coins when you play as Hyde actually serve a purpose. When you collect enough coins, they turn into a bag of coins. You can use that bag of coins to pay off the simulators so you can stop taking damage from them.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, that's like one little trick you could do. Actually, we have gotten a lot of good advice for that game too. We might want to give it, not that I want to, but give it a try at some point. And you know, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd like to. It's that the newer games, they take a lot longer. So it's like it would be kind of harder to make an episode about it. Not that I have to beat every game, but it's just like maybe to go into the game and they're more involved. So it's a lot more kind of, you know, I'm not sure. For some reason, the older ones seem to make better videos, but I would like to branch out, try to do more different things. Right here at the hat. Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
What would you consider the hardest game that you ever played?
I think Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, really. It's because I haven't beaten it yet, so. Dick Tracy's hard too, yeah. But I've gotten some advice for that one too, because there is a way to. Ghosts and Goblins are hard, but I beat Ghosts and Goblins, so. I mean, that's because it's a good game. If it's hard and it's a good game, maybe then it's just more, you know, you don't mind it as much. Right here. Do I plan on raising my daughter on the same classic stuff that I Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of old stuff will be good because it was good for us, I guess. So it was like, you know, those games were a lot simpler. You know, maybe that's better to start out. But then again, I'm not sure. Like, 'cause some newer games are easier a lot of times than older games. I don't know. I'm not sure really, because I don't want to be totally out of touch with current day. So, the machete.
Yes, I have a question. What is the worst NES game you ever played from an unlicensed company?
Worst NES game from an unlicensed company? Oh, I mean, Little Red Hood, that's up there. That's one of them. I know I did a top 10 worst. Oh, like Action 52 and all those games. Those were those were pretty bad. Yeah, yeah. Hey, right here.
Is there anything from the Action 52 that you actually like?
Anything from the Action 52 that I actually liked? No, that was the worst one. Well, they were all pretty bad. I'm trying to think what streamers. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean none of them were good. They were all bad. Let's see. Hey, right here.
Hi. One of the photos you showed up there had you posing with Howard Scott Warshaw.
Yeah.
What was it like working with him?
Oh, it was awesome. Howard Scott Warshaw, designer of VT, and a really good guy. Wait till you see the movie. Godzilla.
I know that you said you were not going to do another Bible game episode.
Yeah.
But I have an Xbox game here called the Bible game, and I would like to give it to you.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, let's see. So I think I have heard of this one. It's the Bible game. It's just called the Bible game on Xbox.
Also, babe, we've had the handshake.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Okay. Yes, so there you go. No guarantee for Bible Games 4, but who knows? Yeah. Who are you pointing at? Right there? Okay, yeah.
I have two questions. What is the longest what's the time that the longest episode took you?
Oh, for the nerd. The longest one on record, actually, the longest two were very close. It was Crazy Castle and Rob the Robot. Rob, yeah. Yeah.
Time to make it?
Yeah, time to make it, yeah. Because Rob the Robot, I remember, because I remember I wanted to know the answer to this too. Is like because I log my hours when I do the videos and everything. And it was like 120 something hours for Rob. I mean, I have it at home. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but it was like 120 hours or something. And I remember that it was only about 15 minutes longer than Crazy Castle. So both of those videos were very, very involved, very time consuming.
Can I just get a picture before I go?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, come on up. I'll ask the next question. Yeah. Hey, right here.
I'll take it.
Okay. Hey.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. A nerd episode 418. I don't know if there'd be. Oh, okay. 1 minute left. I don't think there'd be a point really. Yeah. So.
Do you want to give this gentleman his last?
Sure.
He just held up a card in the back.
Okay. I'll do just one more for. Okay. Right there. Top Gun, I think. Or no? What? Hey. Yeah. What board game was it again? Oh, Zelda. Yeah. I would hope to. Yeah. I definitely have it on the list to do. Yeah. Oh, You know, yeah, I'm not sure why we don't use title cards anymore. It just kind of seemed like it was redundant after a while. It was kind of like, all right, well, we did it enough, so, you know, they're time consuming for Mike to make, so he's been helping out with other aspects, yeah. So last question, there you go. Okay, all right, what do you got? All right. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Super Mario Brothers Rebirth. Super Mario Brothers Rebirth. More than 25 years after the release of the game that started it all for gamers around the world, rediscover the classic NES game Super Mario Brothers, now with 8 new wonderful worlds that will test your skills and give you a lot of fun. The Mushroom Princess is being held prisoner by Bowser, Evil King of the Koopa Tribe. It's up to you to save her. Well, that's all the same, but this looks cool. I can see the screenshots. It looks like it's a redesign. Time Walk. Oh, cool, nice. Oh, very interesting. Thanks a lot. Okay, and thanks everybody for coming too. Yeah. Enjoy the con.